Sydney house prices are down 11%. Melbourne house prices are down 7.2%. Okay. So they do go down, but then they went up a lot. So if you bought 6 years ago, mate, you're killing it. If you bought an investment property, if you bought 2 years ago, well, you've just got to wait your turn. Prices to keep falling through due to title lending. Okay, all right, come back to that. Next one, mate. Okay, so there's different types. There's residential, just Olympic Avenue, or Arcadia, or Melbourne, whatever. Yeah, commercial, industrial, and retail. We all know what they are. Your own home. We believe that residential property, there's sort of four sorts. It's your own home, and if you're going to be there 15 years, sure you want capital growth, but you're not that worried about it. You're living there, and over 15 years it'll look after itself. Or pure investment. This is an investment property I'm buying purely for money. It's not for holiday. You earn income and you plan to sell it eventually. That is the one where you want to make money on. And a pure holiday home, well, you might want to make money on it, but if it's purely a holiday home, that's what you want it for, And if it goes up, good, but if it doesn't, I'm prepared to live with that because it's a lifestyle asset for me. I like to go to the beach at Eden or whatever it might be. And then the other sort we believe is an unusual sort, is buying an investment with an intention of eventually moving in. So you're 55 and I'll be ridiculous, you're going to go and live in Eden when you retire in 10 years' time. You buy the joint now over there, you negative gear it or whatever you do if you can afford it. And if you're going to live there for another 20 years, you don't care about the capital growth. You do, but because you're going to live there eventually, it's going to become your own home. So you can always do things 5 years before retirement, and you're not really that worried about capital growth. Sure, we all want it to go up, but if you're not going to sell it and you're going to live there for 20 years, over 20 years, places will look after themselves. So sometimes you can do that 5 or 6 years with a view to moving in. Now rents, typically we're going to be talking mainly residential property here. Rents are typically 5% of the market value of a house. And then you want capital growth. Okay, next slide. Okay. So obviously capital growth is, you bought something for 200, 10 years later you want it to be worth 400 or whatever. Okay? And then just pretty simple, you've got a 200 grand capital growth, pretty simple. Okay, now when we talk about rental yield, what would be the typical rental yield, do you think? I think I told you anyway. On a residential property, let's use a 300 grand property because that's about what you'd probably spend if you were buying in Shepparton, not that I'm telling you to do that. Rent would be about 5%, so that's about 15 grand a year. Is everybody with me? Okay, expenses, you've got to fix the gate, you've got to pay an agent, you've got to pay rates, insurances, typically about 1%, so that'll be about 3 grand. So this is coming in, that's going out. Okay, so you've got 15 grand coming in and 3 grand going out. What else have we got going out?
Interest if you go.
Yeah, interest on the loan. You had to borrow the 300 grand, didn't you? Let's just say you borrowed the whole 300 and you might have used the equity in your home so you didn't need a deposit, between the two. Okay, so less the interest. We're just talking about the interest here, and we're going to use a long-term rate, okay, of 6% because we want to look at affordability. We don't look at our 4.5s and our 5s today. We want to look at interest rates are eventually going to go up. Believe me, maybe not the next 2 years, but they will go back up. And actually, in a perfect economy, interest rates should be 6 or 7. Inflation should be 3. Term deposits should be 4. And that's a good economy. Despite everybody having the 4% at the moment, it's actually not a good economy we're in at the moment. Because it just doesn't sort of sit longer term economically.
Yeah,
so
you have to use your 6% because the banks are adding about 2% margin buffer on the rate now.
Yeah, that's it.
So 6% is about right.
Yeah.
If you're getting 4, you're paying. Yeah. They're going to factor 6.
So 15 minus 3 minus 8, and that's minus 6,000. Okay. So negative. And here's a good tip you'll get today. Negative means, and it might be simple, you'll lose some money. Don't forget, negative means I'm losing money. It's negatively geared. Okay. So I'm losing money. So is that a good investment? That's assuming it's rented the whole time and the interest rates stay the same and the rates and the gates and all that are much the same. And then, the government says you're a good person. You're trying to make money, investment, you borrowed money to invest, we'll give you a tax deduction on that. We'll lose 34 cents in the dollar. So you get $2,000 off your salary tax or whatever. So it's costing you $4 grand a year. Again, it's negative. Okay, so negative. Is that a good investment?
To me, it's not.
No, because I'm losing about 1%, aren't I? 300, I'm losing about 1 and a bit percent. Okay. So what's got to happen for that to be a good investment?
Good capital growth.
The property's got to go up, yeah. Okay, so if this went up by 5% a year, capital growth doesn't seem extraordinary, and in the long term, property does go up by about 5%, about 2% above inflation. Generally, not when I'm talking property here, I'm just in Australia generally 5%. So that means it's going up by 15 grand a year, isn't it? And next year with inflation it'll be, 50, whatever. Okay? So, but you can't get this until you sell it, and 1 year later it's worth 315, and then a year later it's worth, 332 or something, Okay, so it's costing me 4, but it's going up by 15. Okay, that's a better investment, isn't it? But you have to live with this now to get that later. Okay. This is nice, and you might be rented 48 weeks a year, so you mightn't quite get that. Your rent might go up, or your rates might be that, interest might be a bit lower. At the end of the day, this is all good. But, and the most important thing is it's rented and you've got a reasonable interest rate. But unless the blooming thing goes up, what's the point? And we so often look at this, and even if you're neutral, put a bit of a deposit and this came out fairly neutral. But unless it goes up, what's the point of being neutral? I've got all this junk, the tenants, people ring me up at 6 o'clock in the morning because the toilet don't work, all those sorts of things. So it's got to go up. It's all about capital growth.